Are we on already?
We are on.
All right. Hello and welcome to Anime-Niacs. Today we'll be discussing Gunslinger Girl, the anime series of awesomeness. I'm Max. This is Scott and Dan on the end there, and we'll be going through this. So, Gunslinger Girl. Scott, why don't you, since you're the most most into this one, I think you should give a little synopsis.
All right, so think like like BioShock. So you've got the little girls, and then they're like handlers who are like the big dudes. Imagine that, but instead of them just going around scavenging, it's assassination missions, and it's not the big dudes who are protecting the little girls. It's the other way around. So you've got this organization. I'm not really sure what the purpose of them is, or who hires them, or
yeah, I don't know who hires them, but
they're a government organization.
Yeah,
are they? Okay,
yeah, they're
so
doing like Black Ops.
All this takes place in Italy, yeah. And there's like a Black Ops organization, and you've got these little girls, and they've been brainwashed from a very young age to kill and protect their like older. They call them brothers, basically, but it's a little bit more than that because it starts to get into like some weird romantic shit. And some of these girls are like horribly scarred for life, but they're like being brainwashed to kill people, which you'd think would scar them more. But it's a whole, it's a huge clusterfuck of fucked upness. But basically, they're super efficient, badass assassins, and they kill better than any of the grown men, mercenary thug type people you see in the show. So, yeah, that's the basic premise of this show.
I mean, I really liked it. I watched the first episode, and one of the main little girls in this one, there's like, you kind of go through her initiation process into this organization. You find out like she survived her whole family being killed right in front of her, and she was raped for hours on end, and then like she lived through that
next to the dead.
Yeah, raped. Yeah, they say it's like, oh yeah, she assaulted for hours, right? While like where her dead family's all just sprawled around her. So, and she's suicidal. So they're like, all right, she's gonna make a perfect candidate for our program. And they brainwash her. They kind of take away all those bad memories, and they kind of just like set her up to be this assassin. And the first scene, she kind of goes berserk because someone grabs a hold of her handler angrily, and then she just goes nuts.
Pulls out a submachine gun and just goes
lays waste at everybody.
Well, she kills two guys, jumps in front of the door. She gets hit in the shoulder. She shoots a bunch of other guys, catches a bookcase, puts it back where it was.
Yeah, also they're cyborgs.
Yeah. I don't know if we mentioned that.
I did not. All these little girls are like cybernetically enhanced, so they're like super strong, and they've got like super agility, and they can jump around. I didn't see anything where they're like, was there any like mental?
No, I mean, like, other than like you just know that they've been brainwashed.
Yeah, I don't think they have like weird like sci-fi heads-up displays in their eyes or anything. Nothing that crazy.
Because they do talk about like their eyes needing work. So like I think a bunch of pieces are just normal.
Yeah.
But
because it's one of the only places you can shoot them and kill them.
Right.
Yeah, but they've got like synthetic muscle and like synthetic bones and shit, which are like 10 times stronger than the average little girl.
Yeah, like I mean, and it's cool. What I like about this show too is it's not exactly even really about like all the cool stuff that they do. They kind of they take you. It's like a day in the life of these pairs,
right?
And they in the show they bring you through multiple pairs. And you see like the girls working together, and and then their home life where they're like in this dorm.
Yeah.
And they gotta, kind of try to like live somehow with, also being extremely badass mercenaries.
You never really see them go to school or anything. They just kind of
all that was brainwashed into them.
Just kind of sit around and drink tea and have cakes and maybe play music every now and then.
Yeah.
But and it's mostly like how their handler treats them is kind of how, like, cause like when after the first brainwashing or whatever, they're kind of a blank slate. And a couple of times they go through, like, the guy will give them an order, not thinking about what a machine, it's like, if you're talking to a robot, you can't tell it, like, hey, get real good at this. And, like, the girl stays up all night, cleaning, taking apart her gun and putting it back together again because the guy told her to be proficient at it quickly. So
there was one episode where one of the handlers takes one of the girls out to, like, a restaurant, and the waiter comes with like silverware, and she, like, grabs the silverware and pins him back against the table. And the handler's like, no, stop that.
It's because he was, like, giving him a knife. Yeah. He picked up the knife and he's moving towards the handler with the knife, and she's like, "Oh, he's attacking him!" And so the guy's like tipped the waiter like $500 to get him to.
Just forget about that.
It's like, nothing happened, nothing to see here.
There's way too many gun pieces. So that's something we discussed.
They take apart guns, and they don't need all those parts in the gun.
Like girls taking apart just a regular old handgun, and she's got like 50 pieces just lying on the table. And, like, I'm no gun expert, but, like, I've taken apart a gun or two in my time, and I don't remember any of those pieces being like, oh yeah, there's a spring. Like, I know that.
Yep, that's definitely in there.
Whatever.
They're super complicated cyborg guns.
Yeah.
So that's why there's more pieces.
Obviously.
3D jigsaw puzzles.
Yes. It's a learning. It's how they test their IQ and kill people.
Yes.
But that was cool. Happens.
So there's the boy episode.
That one was one of the
I think that was like the highlight, because you think it's gonna be like kind of a feel good thing, and it's not at all.
One of the little girls, she's got a mission. She runs into this, normal kid just working his job, and he's nice enough to kind of hang out with her because she looked like she was a little girl all alone.
Yeah, she looks lost.
And so, he hangs out and talks to her and like, won't shut up. But and it's all, it's a cute little scene, and the girl doesn't know how to react, and it's just showing you how, like, the conditioning kind of takes away a lot from the girls, because, like, she doesn't, just know how to interact with people. But then later on in the show, the boy shows up.
Oh, wait! She goes back to the dorm, right? And she's talking with one of the other girls, and she goes, "I would like it if somebody liked me."
Yeah, that's true.
And if that's not depressing enough,
right? So she goes. She's got to kill somebody. She goes through the hotel, and the little boy works at the hotel. So she's going through there. She kills the dude. She's coming out now, and the boy sees her, and he's like, "Hey, Rico, I just met you. Yada yada." And she's just like, "What am I supposed to do? There's something I'm supposed to say right now." She can't think of it, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry," and then she shoots him. And it was
and
great.
then that's just how the episode ends.
Yeah.
you don't actually hear the bullet though. I mean, you're sure that he's shot, but it doesn't show you that. It just shows her, like, crying, waking up in the morning.
No, she wasn't crying.
I mean, she had like a tear.
Oh, did she?
But she wasn't even, like, dwelling on the fact that she just shot him. She's like, I'm happy to be alive.
Yeah.
Like,
Yay. Well, yeah, because her story was that she was sick and her parents didn't want to pay for the treatment anymore,
right.
And it was breaking the family up. So the that super cool clandestine fucking government agency was like, we can use this girl.
And they had her family sign 17 documents.
17, exactly that many.
Yes.
I missed that part.
Yeah, it was on the reading. I don't know.
It was.
Yeah.
But I really like this series. I kind of stumbled upon it, and I was not sad about that. I like how fucked up it is, and that in the first episode, it's like, this girl got raped all night and in front of her dead parents, and that's just how it went down, and then they move on from there like it's totally cool. But yeah, there's just a lot of messed up stuff, and it's just interesting to see them trying to like be people while also being these super killing machines. And the handlers, it's good to see like their different kind of views on the whole thing. As you know, the one treats her like a little sister and is very affectionate, and the other one basically treats her like a little cyborg. And you know, he's like, all right, go over here, kill that person, come back. Like that's all the interaction they get.
But guess which one lives by the end of the series?
Yeah, they both live. Both of those ones live. The Rico, the girl who shot the boy, and Henrietta.
No. Oh, I thought you meant the other dude.
No. So yeah, so one of the main little like plot lines that they had in the girl is like full on in love with her handler and idolizes him and everything, but the guy could not give a fuck less about this little robot. He's like, I don't care. She's just a robot. Like this is my job. You know, we'll clock in, clock out. I'm good to go. But you know, she realizes that he's not ever going to love her or even be, you know, in any treat her like a person. So she kills him and kills herself. Spoilers, sorry.
Yeah, well,
but yeah,
you didn't see that coming. Like, I mean, I had it figured out pretty much by the middle of the episode. I wasn't. We were talking about like Force Awakens, like,
right.
that episode.
But yeah, so you know, that's also another extreme. Just in the relationships and like how you can tell it's all new.
Yeah, they show you all the different
involved.
Like worst case, best case kind of scenarios of like, you know, what if the little girl's like this? What if the dude's like this? Like, you know.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a really good show. I liked it a lot. The action is cool. It all works. But there's not as much action as you'd like, or as I'd like. But they make up for it with a pretty intriguing story.
Yeah, but at the same time, some of it feels a little like filler. It's like some of this is interesting, but some of it, like, I'd rather just see like little girls shooting up dudes. Like some of it like is deep and makes you think, and some of it's just like, eh.
Well, it's an anime.
Yeah.
As long as there's not tentacle rape, I think we can.
It's still pretty weird because there's a bunch of little girls and like, you feel kind of weird watching it. Like, I don't know if we should be enjoying this.
What do you think, Ben?
I really like the series. Like it tries to hook you with the first action, part, which it then repeats in the second episode from like slightly different views.
Yeah.
And then it gets like very melancholy. But it's not bad. It tries to make you think about what happens when you take, in this case, like a little girl and turn her into, a government killing program and how it works.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool.
We never did figure out why they only take girls, though.
Yeah.
They don't say, because I mean, like, they do make sure to say that they're young because like that helps. Like older people can't get
more
brainwashed.
Impressionable. Yeah.
Like it's just easier to brainwash them if they're young, which makes total sense. But they don't mention why they're always girls.
Yeah, because they could say because they need a big brother, and it's better to work.
But there's got to be like one girl. I think it'd be interesting. I don't know. We haven't seen the second season, but if there's like a couple like female handlers, so they're like, well, now we gotta get little boys.
Yeah, or there's one of the agents. Is female, but I don't know if she had a.
Was that an agent? I can.
Or she worked there in some capacity. But So I mean, that was weird.
But that's one of the parts that makes you feel just a little bit off about it. Like, why are these all little girls? Like, it's a little bit weird.
Maybe you can write it off because it's Japanese.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. Like that's where like the weird Japanese comes into it. You're like,
I mean, you're definitely gonna have that in any anime. Just a little bit of But I liked it. I did enjoy it. The first season. I might give the second season a watch. I'm not sure if I'm that into it, but it was definitely. I wasn't sad that I watched it or angry. You guys have anything else? Ratings?
We can do ratings. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, start with me. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Hey. I would go with a 6, but the last episode they they actually sang Beethoven's Ode to Joy, and they weren't smushing people in giant robots. so I'll give it good. I'll give it a 7.
Just for Ode to Joy.
Just for
Well, and they sing the actual words, which they subtitle. So yes.
Yeah, no, I agree with Dan's initial assessment. Like a 6, you know, it's not the best I've ever seen, but it's certainly not bad by any means. So, I mean, it's entertaining enough, but it didn't really like change. It changed my life.
Wow.
Didn't wow you.
Yeah, like it was cool.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to agree with Scott on this one. Yeah, 6 I feel is the right number. But
I was gonna say Dan. I was like,
yeah,
next I give something a different score.
I know.
What the hell?
I had a little pause in there just for the dramatic effect. Yeah, if you've watched or listened to any of the other Anime-Niacs, you know that Dan and I rarely ever agree.
Yeah.
But today's no different. Yeah, I'd
People
say
don't like shit that's different. They like the same.
yeah. Well, so we give them consistency. we always do what we're gonna say.
Yeah, both of you.
We show up on time. But no, I give it a 6. That's definitely watchable. It's a lot of fun when the crazy shit goes down, and you know, in the slower moments, it's still interesting. So yeah, I'll definitely give it a 6. And the animation is it's average animation. I don't want to say it's great, but I don't know. I didn't look when it came out, but it seems like it was pretty spot on for the time.
Yeah, there's nothing that really like sticks out or is like super new or different or unique or anything. It's your run of the mill.
Yeah, you know, it's pretty much like decent animation when we don't actually talk about the animation at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was nothing like glaringly bad. Like
No.
sometimes the eyes seemed a little weird, but that was. Yeah. But for the most, there wasn't anything like super great or like, oh wow, like I can't believe they did that in this scene. It's it's pretty standard.
But yeah, all right, give it a check out. Gunslinger Girl. Yeah, and they got the 2 seasons that I know of. They might have gone further than that, but Netflix has only got 2 seasons on it, so that's all I know exists. But I suppose I could consult the internet, and
that's a lot of work.
Yeah, that does sound like a lot of work.
Yeah.
But all right, well,
it's too far away.
Do we have a suggestion for next time, or did we talk about anything for next time?
I don't know.
We'll take that as no. All right, well, it's going to be a toss-up, but catch us next week. We'll be here on Tuesday. If you're trying to get on any of the 3 Geeks iTunes stuff and having a little trouble, let you know we got it fixed. So we're back on iTunes. We're back on 3geeks.ninja. You can pick up any of our podcasts there. What else we got? Yeah, through 3 Geeks Podcast, or at 3 Geeks Podcast, 3 Geeks Podcast at gmail.com. If you want to hit us up with some hate, with some love, whatever you want, please like, comment, and share. And yeah, we're the Anime-Niacs. I'm Max,
Scott,
Dan,
and I'm gonna get it here. We're gonna catch you guys next time when we watch something and talk about something else.